Hey there guys, so this is an issue that a lot of people have been begging me for my comment on, messages and tweets and comments and all that stuff. People have been just asking me all over what I think about this whole thing. This thing being all of the hardware issues that seem to be surrounding the Switch. And the reason that I have been quiet on this for the last week or so is that I've been waiting for more information. I've been waiting for things to die down. This has been a very hot topic since the Switch's launch. I've been waiting for all the information that I can get, basically. Truth is very important to me. Whatever the truth is, that's what I want to know. That's where we need to land. If there's a problem, then there's a problem, and we need to know that there's a problem. If there is not, then we need to know that there is not. The thing is, it's really important to understand when things are blown out of proportion. It's really important to make sure we're not freaking out when we don't need to. Because to be honest, us gamers are kind of developing a reputation here. Like, we're developing a big reputation for freaking out over every little thing, over blowing things so far out of proportion that it is laughable. So that's why I've been quiet. I do not want to just charge into this thing headfirst without knowing more. And I am not saying that there is no problem. I am not sitting here and saying I am certain that there is no problem. However, my current take on this is that if there is a problem, I am not sure that it's a very big one. At least not as big, not nearly as big as a lot of people are making it out to be. There are going to be some kinks to work out for basically any launch of any system. Like that is a very, very normal thing. And there are some problems. Amazon UK, this is the latest development in this story. Amazon UK has been refunding a number of purchasers of the Switch for the value of one set of Joy-Cons, because apparently this Joy-Con connection issue is turning out to be a thing. I don't know how big of a thing. It doesn't seem like that big of a thing, but it's enough of a thing that they are refunding people. To be clear, when you go to the store and you pick up a system and you take it home and take it out of the box and play it, it should be good. There's no doubt about that. It should work perfectly. I am no apologist. I'm not going to say that you can open up a broken system and that's your fault. That's your problem. That's not the company's problem, it's yours. Before the launch, when the whole Joy-Con connection thing started surfacing, I was one of the first people to be like, this could potentially be a big problem. Once again, truth is important, whatever that truth may be. I think it's important to look at things with the right perspective. This is really a matter of perspective. In this age of smartphones with cameras, 20 people can look like a million. One video full of people having problems with their Switches can lead us to believe that this is a humongous, widespread problem. This video that's been going around, everybody and their mother linked this to me, and people are looking at this like it's the gospel. They're looking at this like the end is coming. There are people, a lot of people, I've seen so many comments, people under the impression that every Switch is failing. That if you go to the store and pick up a Switch, there's like a 1 in 2 chance of yours just bursting into flames. People are holding a magnifying glass up to this problem, and I feel like they're making it look a lot bigger than it actually is. This would be different if I had seen a lot of people that had problems with their own Switches. Like if I were just getting hundreds and thousands of comments of people saying, my Switch died, my Switch is just not working, there's all these issues, then that would be different. But I'm not getting that. You know what I'm getting? Hundreds and just so many people referencing this video. Like that's all I'm getting. All I'm getting is everybody talking about this video. This one video that someone compiled of several different people from all over the place with problems with their Switch. Some hardware problems and some not hardware problems, which are a little bit silly to hold up that magnifying glass to, but hey, whatever. But this right here is seriously like all that a lot of people are going off of. To me, this whole thing feels a little bit like 1-star reviews on Amazon. You know what I mean? How, like, you can have a product that is a really excellent product. If you buy that product, you're probably not going to have any problems. And a weirdly large number of the reviews are 1-star reviews from customers who had very big problems. This is often the case with products that are fantastic because the people who have a problem are more vocal. The people who had issues, their thing was broken or whatever like that, are just so much more likely to go on and leave a review than the people who were just, happy with the product. So just imagine for a moment, just for one moment, imagine that if for every one person with a dead Switch, there were 20,000 more with a good one. Like, just think about that, because that is a very real possibility. What if for every person in that video with a switch that won't turn on or makes horrible noises or whatever, for every one of those people, there are just so many more people that are just sitting at home pleasantly enjoying playing Zelda without any issues, so they're not recording themselves and putting it into videos. Bricked switches, yeah, that stinks. But you know what? Those people are going to have their units replaced. Like, no problem. That is a very bad defect that Nintendo will replace no matter what. And they might even be working on a fix right now. Like, this exact moment, they might be like, oh, we figured out why a couple of them just got bricked, and we're fixing it in the next update or whatever. Now, some of these problems are indeed because of design flaws. That dock is horrible. There is no doubt about that. That dock is bad, and if you're not careful, you will scratch your system. Getting straps stuck on the Joy-Cons, yeah, that stinks. That is something that Nintendo just did not notice, and they will probably fix in the future. But both of those things are a far cry from every system just bursting into flames, catching on fire and exploding in your face. Those littler issues are issues, but all I'm saying is, don't freak out. That's all. That's the point of this video. It is possible that the Switch is less reliable than it should be, and a greater number of units are breaking than is reasonable. But it's also possible that people are making a mountain out of a molehill, and that these are all very normal growing pains that will get ironed out very soon. One thing that is not a possibility is that the Switch is a horrible failure and units are just failing left and right and everything is terrible and it's just a garbage system that breaks no matter what. That is just not happening. That is not on the list of possible things that might be happening. Right now, we just need to wait and see what happens as Nintendo manufactures more Switches and more Switches find their way into people's homes. We just need to wait and see how this plays out. We very well might have seen the worst of this already. Like, Nintendo might already be working on a fix for most of this stuff, and this might have been the worst of it. But if things get worse, if by April half the units just blow up, and I receive what I feel is enough information on the issue to make a judgment, I will be there to freak out with you. You and me. I will put on my best freaking out hat, and we will have a grand old freaking out party together. But until then, there you go. Go play some Zelda. You'll feel better.